Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with ChiKim, aka Chef, aka me. So, today we're going to be making a traditional Korean dish called Japanese dish? Traditional Asian dish called Donkatsu, which is basically pork cutlet that is breaded and deep fried or regular fried if you can't afford a deep fryer. Um, yeah, let's go over the ingredients.
We have a whole milk or reduced fat milk. We have a chili powder. We have a black peppercorn grinder. We have a fine Himalayan pink salt. We have a extra large organic grade A egg. We have a quick mixing flour, bleached all purpose. You can use any flour. We have a Korean bread panko crumb. You can use just regular panko. We have a mixing bowl, non-stick pan.
And lastly, you need something to mix the egg yolk and the egg white with, a fork, spoon, or you can use a whisk as well. And you also need something to tenderize the meat. You could use a variety of items such as a meat tenderizer, a hammer, a hard object such as rocks or stones, or you could use even like the bottom of a bottle of handle, or in this case I'll be using my fists.
Now for this video, I will be prepping all 5 pieces of the pork choplet. You could do just one at a time and put it back in the refrigerator, but what I'm going to do is prep all of them and put them in the freezer so that we can instantly take them out and instantly cook them whenever we want to, because freezers are cool invention that helps us preserve food and preservatives. Now you lay out your pork cutlet in a flat surface. This could be your dining room table, your girlfriend's chest, or in my case, I'm going to be using something called a cutting board. Now this is generally used to cut things with, hence the name. But me, I'm going to be pounding and beating the meat that I have here. Now I have lots of experience of beating meat, but some of you may not, because maybe perhaps you don't like it to be meat and you just like to let the meat be beat. But me, I personally prefer to do it myself. Take your fist or any hard object that you will be using today and slowly start pressing the meat down. Now what you want to do is not tear the meat up completely, but flatten it. And as you're flattening the meat, you are breaking up the fibers in the meat that holds it together. So eventually, this will flatten out to be a much larger surface area on one side instead of being plump and fat. It'll be flat. Now you flip to the other side, and you do it again. Make sure you just go in a circle like this so that you can evenly beat your meat. Now it doesn't take too long. You just want the meat to be flat enough to be able to be cooked thoroughly very quickly, because pork, as you know, will give you very, very bad sickness if you consume it raw or even slightly undercooked. Well, there's a higher chance of being sick. And in order to circumvent this issue we have with pork, we cook it through thoroughly. And the thinner the meat is, the quicker the meat will cook. Now just for this video, I'm gonna be doing all the recording handheld because my tripod from Amazon hasn't come in yet. And my old phone holder is no longer a phone holder, it is trash. So therefore, everything will be done by hand. Alright, once it's around this flat, I would say like a good 1/4 inch maybe. And we started from a thickness about yay high, so it's like maybe the 1/3 thickness of it. And once that's ready, you go ahead and grab whatever bowl, mixing bowl, big bowl you want to use. You grab your milk, or in Spanish called leche, and you put it a little dibble dabble. Take your meat, place your meat in the milk, and you pour some milk over it, like so. And you just let that sit there while you work on the other meats. So I showed you how to do it with your fists. I will demonstrate with I guess I can use, let's try using a pot. So I got my pot, got my meat, take another piece out, and we will attempt to use the pot to tenderize our meat. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Oh, no, it's pretty good. It's not bad, actually. You just want to be a little more careful with this, because as you can see, the meat has completely torn itself. You don't want that. You just want a little bit of wear and tear. So we'll go a little softer. Actually, not as bad as I thought it would be. But there's less control than your fist. So that, I think I would prefer my fists. Also, it feels good to beat meat, you know? Just love beating meat. Yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. So we'll get our bowl again. I'm gonna use my fist for the rest of the. Or I could, you know, try another thing out. No discrimination, because this is an all-inclusive channel where we accept all races and ideologies, except if you believe that the Holocaust was fake, because you know. That's a very, very popular train of thought these days amongst the teens, the younglings. But you know, it's kind of just get along, you know. It's live. What are you gonna do, you know? So the bowl that I just used, I didn't need to sanitize, because I had just done the dishes. But this bottle, I'm probably gonna need a handle how to sanitize it. So the easiest way that you can sanitize something is with fire. Fire cleanses everything from you. Fire kills all. No discrimination. I think that's good enough. Give it a little wipe. Get rid of the ash residue, as you can see. And then I believe this will be good to go. Here we go. We lost a cap for this, so we're using a bottle cap, and it doesn't really fit. So sometimes the liquor will spill out. Hopefully, it doesn't get in the way of eating the meat. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Now, the whole idea of this is to flatten the pork chop. It's kind of like what the world is currently trying to do by flattening the curve of coronavirus. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors that that 5G towers are actually the reason why coronavirus is so deadly. They're saying that 5G towers causes coronavirus. Now, I did a little bit of research myself, and I think that there's a little bit of truth to that. The government has been lying to us for years about everything, and they think that we don't know, that we're stupid, but we know that the 5G towers are causing the vaccinations to magnetize in our children, and our children are getting hit by cars because of the magnets in the vaccines, and we need to keep them away from our children. Now that our meat have been fully beat and there's nothing left to beat and they're all flat and flimsy because Dave gave out all the excess thickness to them and they are soaking in milk. We're gonna put it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just let it have a nice little soak in the milky, and then we'll get to the rest of it after. Okay, for the amount of pork chops that we have, I'm gonna be using around 3 eggs. You don't really need too many eggs. Around like half an egg for one pork chop is fine. So I'm just gonna okay. 3 eggs are in here. Now you take your whisk. You just want to beat them together to make a nice eggy paste. Okay, that's pretty fine. Okay, now this is the hardest part of the making the pork cutlets. I have 2 large dishes. We have the rest of our dry ingredient, as you can see over here. So what we want to do is take the pork chop put flour on it, rub the flour on, put egg yolk on it, and then put panko on it, in that order. So I'll demonstrate it with one pork chop, and then after that we'll get to cooking. Okay, first you take the pork chop that you'll be using, let the excess milk drip off. Okay. Take flour and you're gonna lightly dust the pork chop just so that all the areas is covered. So we're gonna rub this in. Well, not really rub it in, but like pat rub so that it's dry. Gonna do the same for the other side. Now you can be a little generous on the first time because you're going to be doing this to the rest of them. So anything on like the cutting board you can also use afterwards. So we're just going to rub that in. Pat dry, like so. Okay, here's the fun part. Just a new bowl. Take a little bit of egg yolk. Run the egg yolk. Okay, then we place it on the egg yolk, like so. And then we are going to place another dollop on top. So we want it to be evenly distributed on the pork chop. We want everything to have egg yolk. So we're just giving it a little egg yolk bath. Okay, once your pork chop has been egg yolkified, or eggified, I guess, since it's a mixture. Place it on the breadcrumb, and then do that. And you just want to kind of press it in. And at this point, you can also add a little bit of salt and pepper on both sides. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the chili powder because I like it to have a little kick to it. But not too much because then the flavor will be too overbearing. So just a little dollop. And then once everything is added down, this is ready for either the freezer or if you want, straight to the fryer. I'm currently heating up oil in a pan. It's a nice amount just to cover the entire surface area of the pork chop. I'm not going to be deep frying it because then there would be too much oil that I would be wasting. So I'm just going to let that heat up for a little bit. Maybe in like 30 more seconds I can put in the pork chop. Okay, we're going to grab our fully coated pork chop, shake off the excess panko, and then I'm just going to lay it gently into the oil here. Okay, and that will crisp nicely. We're going to wait around 5 minutes or so, and then the sides will turn golden brown, and we'll flip it to the other side, and then it'll be fully cooked and ready to eat. Okay, now that we have some nice browning, I'm gonna take my tongue and flip it to the other side. You can use a spatula for this. I prefer the tongue because it gives me a little bit more control. There you go. Nice brown color. Now I'm gonna cook it on the other side for about the same time, and then after the other side is on, just flip it continuously for about 2 more minutes or so, just so that all the good pieces in there get cooked real nice. Once it's ready, let the excess oil strip off. Nice and even cooked. And I'll put it away. Got some jasmine rice that I made earlier. Very nice. If I could find a rice scooper, that would be cool. Alrighty. Now, after you make a fresh pot of rice, you want to mix the rice around a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to kind of harden in that flattened state that you saw when you first opened, and then that's no good, no fun. I mean, the texture isn't that much different, but this way you get a little more fluff to the rice, you know. You get a nice, good serving of rice. There you go. Make it a little pretty for plating. Razzle dazzle. Good. You can use any store-bought sauce for this, or if you want to make your own, that's cool. We're using this one, ChiKim Donkatsu sauce. It means sesame tonkatsu sauce. My girlfriend likes it on the sides. She's a dipping eater, not a foreign eater. With that. Last but not least, a little bit of sesame seeds. And we'll just sprinkle that on top of the rice, like so. And there you go. Here's ChiKim's pork cutlet recipe. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I will be streaming again very soon on twitch.tv/LIL ChiKim. Yeah. Thanks, dudes.